This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Your number one team in the north. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that does it for us here in the north. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
Thanks so much for watching. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight. They are coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
First at 11. A groundbreaking procedure taking place in the Bahamas to save the life of a patient. Tonight, we learn more from the team at Princess Margaret Hospital about this procedure under the new National Transplant Program. Also, a 5-year-old is dead after a blaze at a home in Baintown, and 4 others are fighting for their lives in hospital as investigators seek to determine the details. And a new initiative between the University of the Bahamas and the Ministry of the Public Service has produced the latest cohort of public service scholars. The Bahamas tonight at 11 starts now. Good evening, everyone. I'm Royson Jones, and this is the Bahamas tonight at 11. Welcome to the broadcast. A team of doctors is tonight preparing for a major medical procedure that is life-saving for one patient and certainly groundbreaking for the nation. A live donor kidney transplant will be performed tomorrow morning at the Princess Margaret Hospital. Or Corval Pyfrom reports.
In what's being hailed as a major medical milestone for the Bahamas and for one patient, the gift of life.
A father donating his kidney to his son.
Wednesday, a living donor renal transplant surgery will be performed at the Princess Margaret Hospital. The procedure is being done under the new National Transplant Program, a program now a line item in the Ministry of Health's budget.
This remarkable procedure is being carried out through a collaborative effort with our surgical regional partners, with expert surgeons from Trinidad and Barbados, working along with our young specialists here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Doctors Rhea Carroll and Ventario Taylor are among the Bahamian surgeons that make up this team.
Dialysis has long been the mainstay for end-stage kidney failure, but today we are making a bold step forward, offering kidney transplantation as a viable, life-enhancing treatment option within our public health system.
The transplant is performed with precision and care, ensuring both donor and recipient have the best chance of recovery.
And with a growing number of Bahamians being diagnosed with end-stage renal failure and healthcare costs skyrocketing each year, local transplant surgery can be a cost-cutting, life-saving alternative, says Public Hospitals Authority Managing Director Dr. Aubanet Rule.
The PHA over the past 3 years has expensed more than $15 million in partnership for getting persons dialysis. Because of the load of the patients, Doctor would have spoken to you about an estimated 600 individuals. We are incapable of managing them within the healthcare system.
For the Bahamas tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Thanks, Corval. Police now targeting a person of interest following the Father's Day killing of Police Reserve Officer Lernox Williams. During a press briefing hours ago, officers remain on high alert in pursuit of a number of persons involved in the deposit heist. Our Lloyd Allen has more.
A national manhunt was launched for 42-year-old Ronald Telford. Police, during a press briefing Tuesday, say Telford is wanted in connection to that brazen shooting of Police Reserve Officer Lernox Williams. The man shot and killed on Father's Day while making a Dropbox bank deposit.
The manhunt is on the way. At this present time, we can say that it's on the way for Telford as well as another suspect.
Chief Superintendent Sharia King explained significant progress has been made, including a number of promising leads as well as the acquisition of the reported getaway vehicle.
Our investigators have been combing through witnesses as well as our surveillance footage.
In addition to Williams' shooting, police also responding to the Cordo Avenue shooting, resulting in the death of a 34-year-old bystander and 2 others injured.
And we do not think that they are connected at this time.
Across social media, speculation also surfacing on the reported involvement of Amir Thompson, a 25-year-old woman, to the Palmdale homicide, as an all-points bulletin was also released for the woman in reference to murder.
No, she's not wanted in reference to this particular matter. And additionally, that particular female that is being reported never, I repeat again, never showed up or surrendered herself to police.
Tight-lipped on the amount of the deposit involved, King confirmed the funds did not originate from a church.
He was making a deposit, but it was not for the church, as the rector stated.
And as investigations continue into this matter, police also promising to beef up safety efforts in commercial areas like Palmdale and others. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Thanks, Lloyd. The police force's top brass also assuring the public that safety remains a top priority. Press liaison officer Sharia King addressed growing public concern over the shooting that took place at the Palmdale Shopping Center, an area that has unfortunately seen similar acts of violence.
Protocol is put in place for that particular area, the business establishment in the Palmdale area and the adjacent areas by the Northwestern Division. So as far as other banks, I'm certain that in the other divisions, those commanders will take a keen interest where you have banks to make certain that you do regular patrols.
Authorities confirmed that increased walkabouts and community patrols are already underway with an increased presence of uniformed officers in high traffic and vulnerable areas. Security has also been beefed up, particularly around Palmdale, where new cameras are being installed strategically and surveillance of existing cameras are now being monitored more closely.
Where you saw that they were doing a walkabout in that particular area. That is going to be a consistent thing moving forward from our Northeastern Division, which is headed by Chief Superintendent Monroe. That is already in place. Additionally, what we can say are strategies are being put in place as we speak to ensure that this particular incident does not happen again and that the persons that are traversing that area is safe.
Police are in the early stages of an investigation after a deadly fire in Baintown community, which has claimed the life of a 5-year-old. The tragic death has left a family and community in shock. According to reports, the incident happened midday Monday when a relative whom the children had been left with reportedly fell asleep. The result, the death of one child and 4 others fighting for their lives in hospital. Lloyd Allen visited that scene from reaction from the community.
A community left in shock following that report just yesterday of a 5-year-old dying from burn injuries and 3 others left fighting in hospital. Police reporting just yesterday that the 4 children were left in the care of a relative in this home right here behind me. Now, we spoke with a community member who, like many, are asking, how could this happen?
I saw men, about 2 or 3 or 5 police officers went in the yard, but I didn't pay no attention because it wasn't no alarm.
Your eyes are very tearful as well. This is very emotional.
Because they're children. You understand me?
Adrian Miller, a friend of the community, also visited the home, offering support to the family.
Yes, I'm an original Baintowner, and it really hurts, you know. It really hurts. And all I can do is sympathize, feel for them. The children, they need a little time. They're not in a good, clear thought process right now. They need a little time. So somebody's there talking to them, and they're trying to do the best they could.
Member of Parliament Wade Watson expressed concern for the family and appreciation.
I want to extend my condolences to the Major family for the most part. I had an opportunity to visit the home, and I just want to thank the auntie for acting so proactively.
Initial reports suggest shortly after 12 noon Monday, police were alerted by hospital officials of 4 children being treated for severe burn injuries. Now, sadly, a 5-year-old perished. Police indicate as investigations continue, they're also offering a warning to parents.
Many children are at home. Parents, adults, make certain that your children are left with trusted adults.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Thanks, Lloyd. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight at 11. More news in just a moment.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
You've got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rent-A-Kill Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rent-A-Kill Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rent-A-Kill Initial.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
A street-level survey which uses data collected from the community, measuring the number of liquor establishments, derelict vehicles, abandoned or dilapidated properties, and vacant overgrown lots in key communities on New Providence. Producing results, and Urban Renewal Minister, the Honourable Keith Bell, insists require immediate action.
In one inner-city corridor, just over 2,000 feet long, Urban Renewal identified 55 derelict vehicles and 33 dilapidated or abandoned structures. That's one abandoned structure every 60 feet.
Oh, wow.
In another equally short stretch, 54 derelict vehicles, 24 abandoned buildings.
Yes.
Across the entire survey, just a handful of streets, we found 498 vehicles on these streets. This is just 12 streets. 498. 16 roadside garages, 165 vacant lots, 306 dilapidated derelict buildings, and of course, 75 liquor stores. This is not normal.
Fixing the first part of the problem will come in the form of a proposed amendment to the Real Property Tax Act. According to the minister, this will give way to targeted enforcement and provide financial incentives for owners to restore properties. The unchecked saturation of liquor stores is an equally challenging situation for authorities. Citing the results of the survey, the minister shared that from Shirley Street to Robinson Road, a distance of just 1.8 miles, there are 13 liquor stores. And from East Street to Bamboo Boulevard, another 19. And between University Drive and Wolf Road, a total of 16. What's even more alarming, he says, is that many of them are selling alcohol through takeout windows, and at least one of them a drive-through.
That is why this government is moving to amend the Business License Act to restore public consultation. And give residents, school boards, churches, civic groups a legal right, Terrence, to object to the renewal of licenses who sell this. Unlike the 2010 reforms, the public will have a formal, meaningful voice in the approval of these establishments. Under the amendment of the Business License Act, any person applying for a new license must submit a registration application at least 90 days in advance, triggering a process of public consultation. The Secretary is required to publish a public notice, whether through newspaper, online platforms, or physically at the proposed location, giving the community no less than 2 weeks' notice and inviting written comments from the public and other interested parties.
Charles Fisher did an amazing job on the island of Exuma recently. He had a wide range of interesting discourse with local officials and diplomats from abroad. Today he tells us about the island's good fortune, a donation that will definitely be beneficial to the citizens of Exuma. Here's that story.
Exuma, like many of our islands, has had its share of fire damage. Most recent, the fish fry in Georgetown in October of 2024, and the boat fire. Help is on the way to combat these disasters with the donation of a new fire engine by the Deputy Prime Minister, a Member of Parliament for the island, the Honourable I. Chester Cooper.
It's acquired by me as a donation to the community. It's going to be donated to the Exuma Fire Brigade and complement the equipment that we purchased in the past. We have 5 water bowsers across the island. The island spans some 40-45 miles, so we need multiple locations of fire equipment. So we're getting new gear that's coming. We're training our volunteers, and we're going to make sure that we can respond quickly in every community. So I'm happy to add this additional equipment that's much needed, and it's going to make a significant difference to the overall safety and protection of our island.
And with the new engine on the island, the Exuma Volunteer Fire Brigade has been launched.
It's a necessity. We've had fires here, as we've had fires all across the islands of the Bahamas. And one of the key focus in my platform for Exuma, the Vision 2030 plan, was safety and protection. So we've been able to deliver a piece of equipment that's going to make Bahamians feel safer, to protect their lives and their properties. I'm excited about it. I'm grateful for the scores of Bahamians who've already volunteered. I am thankful to the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the Fire Department. Chief Superintendent Morris has been very supportive. He's brought his teams in, mechanics for training, enhancement, development. And we're going to, this is a self-help project. And as Member of Parliament, I am pleased to have been able to contribute to it.
Some good news there. I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks, Charles. Stay with us. Sports is up next.
Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Exuma now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is to do some work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass that along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
Wednesday at 8 p.m. Join the ZNS Network for the opening ceremony of the Conference of the Caribbean Chief Justices and Heads of Judiciary from the Bahamas Convention Center. That's Wednesday at 8 p.m. right here on the ZNS Network.
Welcome to Tuesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Topping sports, the Philadelphia 76ers reportedly continue to be enamored with Bahamian guard VJ Edgecombe as the 2025 NBA draft draws closer. The latest mock draft, ESPN's Jonathan Gavoni and Jeremy Wu predicting that the Sixers will use the number 3 pick to select Edgecombe, citing that he made a strong impression in a private workout as well as in meetings with the front office and ownership. And for Philadelphia NBA insider Jake Fisher, previously reported that Edgecombe is considered a prime candidate to be drafted by the Sixers following his visit with the franchise. Edgecombe had a stellar year in his lone season in Waco, Texas, taking home the Big 12 Freshman of the Year for the Baylor Bears. Edgecombe averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Again, the NBA draft is slated for June 25th at the Barclays Center. Perhaps hoping to hear their names called on an NBA draft stage in the very near future. Handful of campers that attended the Basketball Smiles camp today at the Kendall G. Lazick Gymnasium. Our intern Swanson Gibson Jr. caught up with them, as well as camp organizers in this report.
The Basketball Smiles Youth Camp is in full gear at the Kendall Lazick Gymnasium. This 3-day clinic has given way to dozens of young male and female athletes, perfecting their craft while absorbing knowledge from camp instructors. Assistant Camp Director Travis E. Jackson spoke about Basketball Smiles' inspiration to continue this initiative and what a regular day looks like at the camp.
The inspiration behind this camp comes from 1, our love of basketball, 2, our love of kids, 3, our love of Christ and sharing the mission of Christ's work through basketball. Again, the Basketball Smiles camp started 26 years ago with just Coach Patty Johnson, and our director and founder, Sam Nichols, and their connection with basketball and want to do something positive with the game of basketball. And Coach Johnson provided that for us, as well as the beautiful people in Nassau.
Several young campers adding their perspective.
Well, the past few days have been very eventful for me. It helped me learn to be a team player, and I love working with the kids also.
All I have to say it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing. All I have to say, I thank all the coaches. They have taught us self-respect, how to involve ourselves in the game more, and how to develop our games to go to the next level.
The Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, addressed the youngsters on Tuesday's session, analyzing their potential.
Whatever the Lord purposes for them, and for them to reach their full potential. And the only way some of these kids reach their full potential is they doing something that they love. And so that's what's most important. So I would always encourage parents that you find your kid in love with some sporting discipline or whatever it may be, that is a positive environment. Continue to encourage and push them in that arena, because it helps to mold them who they will be in the future.
The Basketball Smiles Clinic concludes on Wednesday at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Swanson Gibson Jr.
In the golf news, the Bahamas Resort Foundation Golf Invitational has experienced tremendous growth over the past few years, not only in the number of participants, but also in the amount raised to support charitable causes since its inception. The third annual event shattered previous records, raising a total of $275,000 to fund various initiatives within the local community. A large group of enthusiastic golf players and corporate sponsors coming together to support the event, which concluded on Saturday at the Royal Blue Golf Club at Bahamas. Graham Davis, president of Bahamas, reflected on the significance.
This is our third annual Bahamas Foundation Golf Invitational. And we're always thrilled to be hosting this, our signature event, every year, to be able to show our spirit to the community in our commitment to giving back. And today is one of those very special days where we've raised a record amount of money, almost $300,000. All of that within weeks will go right back into the community to some very worthwhile organizations that really reflect our pillars of our foundation, which is community, culture, and conservation.
That's all the time we have for you for sports on this Tuesday. Until tomorrow, I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out.
For us at the Myers Group of restaurants, we found that we have a pretty large portion of our employment pool that had difficulty getting bank accounts.
The issue we had previously was just getting cash, getting funds on the island. And with only one working ATM, the idea of the sand dollar just in being digital, and everybody has a smartphone nowadays. It actually works into our favor.
The sand dollar was like a godsend because it allowed us to add it to our payroll system, which means we're able to send their money to the sand dollar wallet.
It's still a bank transfer because you get an account number. So from the employer side of things, all I have to do is send your funds just as usual.
It opens up our pool for us to be able to hire some of the people that we couldn't hire before because they were unable to open bank accounts. This has been a really good solution.
What kind of cars is this parking? You ain't even know where to park? Yeah, just don't park in the, look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him. Just don't park in the handicap spot. Yeah, that's handicap. No, man, you can't park in the handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way park here, I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things. My bad, big bro. And he got a sticker inside that say this mod, though. We gotta move. This is a handicap spot. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
It's time now for a weather check with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Royston. Taking a look at our satellite picture, we have a couple of sporty showers over the open waters of the northwest Bahamas, and those showers are moving towards the west. But we also have a mid to upper level troughing developing over the southeast Bahamas. Our computer models suggest that it will be tilting towards the north, and that could trigger a couple of passing showers tomorrow in the northwest Bahamas as well. Now, your temperatures around the Family Islands this evening: Marsh Abaco at 85 degrees, 82 in Green Toll Key. Freeport, Grand Bahama, also 82 degrees. In the Berry Islands, 82 as well. Allenstown, Bimini at 3 degrees up at 85 degrees, 83 in Fresh Creek, Central Andros. Camp Space, South Andros at 84, 86 in Black Point, Exuma, Allenstown, Cat Island, 82 degrees. Picking up some more 82s in San Salvador and Rum Key. Georgetown, Exuma, 84 degrees, 83 in Rygat Island, Clarence, San Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, warmer still at 87 degrees, Acklands, 86. Matthewtown, Inagua, 84, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 81 degrees. And your forecast tonight, this is how things are going to shape up. Breezy this evening, otherwise clear and warm conditions will continue with the low temperature dropping off to 79 degrees. And tomorrow, we are looking at partly sunny and breezy with a couple of showers, particularly in the early afternoon hours. Now, the high temperature tomorrow will get up to 87 degrees, and your extended weather forecast looking like this, apart for those passing showers tomorrow. Thursday looks quite nice with lots of sunshine in the forecast, but as we head into the weekend, we'll have a few more showers working their way into our forecast, but it wouldn't be until the following week, Tuesday. That's when we will see some more sustainable rains, and it seems as though it will be with us for a few more days. So enjoy the relaxed conditions that we will experience over the next several days, but as we head into the following week, we'll see some summer showers working its way into our forecast. Temperature-wise, so very, very warm during the daytime. Temperatures are near the 90-degree mark, and with those nighttime temperatures, they continue to reside in the upper 70s. Royston.
Thanks, Basil. And finally, a new program launched that will attract the best and brightest in the public service. The National Public Service Scholars Program is a new initiative between the University of the Bahamas and the Ministry of the Public Service that facilitates University of the Bahamas students between the ages of 18 and 25 gaining full entry into the public service. The program's first cohort introduced to the public during a ceremony at Government House. Desmond Saunders tells us more.
A new path and a new frontier for 10 seniors from the University of the Bahamas who were selected to join the elite National Public Service Scholars Program.
One of the things that I would aim to do is to improve service delivery. You know, we always hear about the drawbacks of the public service, how long things take, and sometimes we even hear a person speak negatively about the attitude of public servants.
I feel truly honored to be part of this program and to help and aid into improving our country as a whole, and to just building myself professionally and just helping the country.
I do see myself working in a public service because I feel like in the future I can contribute a lot to make a change in the Bahamas. So I feel like it's a good step forward to where I want to be in the future.
For the next several months, these students will gain intimate working knowledge of the public service with a monthly training allowance, holiday employment with the government of the Bahamas or quasi-agencies, and at the program's completion, guaranteed full-time employment with a government agency. Minister of Public Service Honorable Pia Glover-Rowe believes the program is a strategic move to address critical challenges that have plagued the public service for decades.
In recent years, as P.S. Miller would have stated, we've faced challenges in attracting and retaining qualified public officers at the middle and senior levels. And this has resulted in what has been termed and described as the hollow middle, in which we have sufficient people at the very top and at the bottom, but not enough workers in the middle levels. The situation has been further complicated by an aging public service.
University of the Bahamas Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Woodside, says the country's premier institution is proud to support the program.
We are committed to ensuring that these scholars, drawn from islands across the Bahamas and spanning diverse academic disciplines, are equipped with both rigorous training and a principled understanding of public service.
Officials see this program as a giant step towards building a dynamic public service sector and providing a pathway for thousands of Bahamians to pursue careers within the public service. Desmond Saunders, Bahamas Tonight.
A promising group. Thanks, Desmond. Well, that's going to do it for the Bahamas tonight at 11. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. Thank you for watching, and good night.
At Tonic Williams Darling Highway, I'm Tijaro Hudson. This is ZNS.
The deal. The Caribbean features some of the world's most breathtaking attractions and exciting events, along with fine weather throughout the year and a multitude of cultural experiences. And the best part is that we in this region get to